Hello Physical Fiends, it's Jordan here again with some recently announced physical releases. Remember, they are not releasing this week, okay? That's a different video series, it's tomorrow. These are just announced video game physical releases. And as a reminder, I do not mention limited releases here because those are in tomorrow's video and I don't want to repeat myself. If you are a fan of owning games physically, then please make sure you are subscribed to this channel because, well, I give you all the updates, all the news, plus the bigger this channel is, the more companies will pay attention to, people wanting physical media. Subscribe, okay? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind was always a highly requested physical release. A lot of 90s kids are very nostalgic for the series, and the potential to have a really good video game homage to it, it's very tempting. And the fact it was trying to go the Shredder's Revenge route of being a really well done beat 'em up, the physical was highly demanded. And now, well, it's happening on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5 in May. It's coming in a standard edition and a deluxe edition, which includes a steel book, poster, lenticular card, and trading cards. Sadly, I heard the game is not as good as Shredder's Revenge. Some interesting ideas like a Mode 7 thing going on, but it's definitely not a classic, but old school fans of the series will still probably enjoy it. And if you want to pre-order it or any of the games in this video, please use the links in the description and pinned comment. That massively helps support me. You can order from VGP with any of the links below. They're a great company with free worldwide shipping on orders over 80 Canadian bucks, less than 60 American dollars, so yeah, it's a great way to pick up new releases and support me at the same time in the best way possible. Calamity Angels Special Delivery is a delivery service RPG, at least that's what it's being touted as. It's releasing in the West sometime this year on Switch, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, published by Idea Factory, developed by Compile Heart. You already know what kind of shite you're in for. But maybe not. This is presented quite differently than their normal guff, so maybe it'll be alright. Let's keep an open mind. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. I made a video about this a couple of weeks back when it was more clear about the physical release. You'll remember that Limited Run did their version, which sold out in a few hours or so, leaving people very confused. Of course, they made no mention of the fact that there would be a normal retail release. I think we all kind of knew it would happen, but without confirming it, it just seemed like a bad way to deal with it. But anyways, if you want the Switch or PlayStation 5 physical releases, they will be at retail. But Xbox is only at limited run. At retail though, you can pre-order in a standard or deluxe edition, and it's releasing in June. Big Buck Hunter Ultimate Trophy is releasing on Switch, PS5 and Xbox, and according to the box art, this is the #1 arcade hunting game. Seems like mindless gallery shooting, which I feel is a genre that needs to come back a little bit more. I was playing Point Blank the other day, and I thought, hey, this can be fun if you add a bit of personality to it. Like, the Point Blank game's just really good. And this one has you shooting basketballs and volcanic rubble in the air alongside your rare mammalian species. I'm guessing this won't release in Europe. Lunar Remastered Collection is definitely getting a physical release in the West at retail. It's kind of been confirmed for a while, but I'm mentioning it now specifically because it is a lot more clear as to the situation. You can pre-order on Switch and PlayStation 4 in Europe right now only on Amazon. In North America, well, you cannot pre-order it, but it will be available only on Amazon of day of release. No pre-orders allowed. Now, I know the reason as to why this is the case. I can't go into it, but it's a bit embarrassing, and I hope it doesn't affect the success of the game because I really want this to do well. Tokyo's Psychodemic is a game that's been available in Japan for a while now. The Switch version recently got a patch to add English to it, but in the West, it was just announced for a Western physical release, but only on PlayStation 5. I have no idea why they didn't bother with the Switch version, considering it would have sold a hell of a lot more. But yeah, this is a game I've had my eye on for a good while. Reviews have not been great on Steam, but they're all in Japanese and some translation seems to indicate control issues on PC. But I don't know, maybe it is a genuinely bad game, maybe there's a controversy about it, who knows, but it's coming to PlayStation 5 in North America sometime this year physically. KAMiBAKO, Mythology of Cube, similarly got a release in Japan. However, as far as I know, it did not get an update to add English. But if you have a PS5, you can wait for this North American release later this year. Again, no Switch. Who knows why? It doesn't make sense to me unless PM Studios, here's my theory, have a planned Switch release with limited run, because maybe they think they can earn more money that way. That's my theory anyways. Elden Ring NIGHTREIGN is, I guess, a spin-off of sorts to Elden Ring, now bringing in co-op action with roguelike elements. Despite the main game being extremely popular, this reeks of trying to go even more mainstream. But who am I to judge? I've never played the original, I don't really have much desire to do so. Elden Ring fans, what are your opinions on this? I need to know your opinions, okay? Let me know in the comments below. WWE 2K25 is getting a physical release on PlayStation 4, PS5, and Xbox. Yet another wrestling game to make you realize 90s kids had it so much better on the Nintendo 64. Well, maybe. Maybe I'm judging it too early. Maybe it's an all-time classic for all I know. But what I do know is that it's been decades of disappointment for soap opera beat-em-up fans. This is releasing in March, so very soon, and for some reason has Aquaman on the front cover. Alright, let's jump into some import announcements. Links below for these are for Play Asia, and if you click the link, you can get 5% off with my discount code Jordan2025. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, is a game I made a video about yesterday, explaining the new development in terms of its physical release. You can watch that for the full details, but the too long didn't watch version of it is it's now an import exclusive with English for Switch and PS5, and I think it's going to be a huge import for this year. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered is a bunch of words slammed together, and it's also likely to be an import exclusive Switch release. Although this is kind of hot off the press, but it is Bandai, so the coin flip is not in the favor of the West. This is a port of a Vita game that never actually released in the West until now. Well, okay, it's still not getting released in the West, but the Japanese edition will have English, which is nice. And to be fair, it doesn't look like this is going to set the world alight. It seems like a quick port for some quick cash, but hey, at least English speakers get to experience it now, and I'm sure Gundam fans will be very happy for some more mecha action. These next ones featured in my upcoming imports video like a couple of weeks back, so I'm just going to go over them very quickly. Ever After Falls, a cozy farming type game releasing on Switch and PS5 in Asia. Shikondo Yokai Rampage, a slightly enhanced re-release of Shikondo, which was a Play Asia exclusive. Now it's at retail in Japan and more expensive. Steam Hearts and Advanced Variable Geo Saturn Tribute, 2 Saturn games. This package probably will not have English, but perhaps not needed if you just want some arcade-style action. The Town of Nie Iramusubi, I'm just going to guess Iramusubi, is another BL visual novel, this time a fandist to one that's already an import exclusive. Alright, let's move away from imports and go to the little console that could, the Evercade, because they just keep announcing some great packages at reasonable prices. Like Evercade Indie Heroes Collection, probably not as exciting as it could be. Seems like, a cheap filler title of smaller indie games that they probably paid about 50 pence to the developers to get on this collection. I've literally never heard of any of them, but there is a mix of genres, action platformers, strategy, puzzle, and a shoot 'em up. Evercade Broken Sword Collection is the obvious star though. I love me some Broken Sword, and of course I love the original 2 very, very much, and this is a double pack of the first 2 games in the series. I believe they are based on the PlayStation 1 version, so the visuals are not as strong as they could be if they use the PC release, but I have nostalgia for these versions in particular, so yeah, I am really interested to play these. I don't have an Evercade, but I'll probably buy this collection. Are they ports or are they emulation? I don't know. As far as I'm aware, Broken Sword does not emulate well at all. I remember I've tried it a few times over the years, but no, it just runs way too fast. So it's leading me to believe that these are actually native ports. Anyways, these are releasing on Mario Day, March 10th, and you can pre-order these 2 Evercade cartridges individually or in a double pack from VGP with the links below, and get free shipping on them. So you get both of them together, shipped worldwide for free, well, for 50 American bucks in total. That's a bargain. And there we have some recent physical announcements. Which one has tickled your fancy? let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to pre-order any of them, please consider doing so with the links, as that it just massively helps support me to keep making useful physical content for you guys. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care.